G'day, g'day, g'day. Welcome to Victory. My name is Matt Fradd. This channel exists to help people overcome pornography and to find healing from the wounds that pornography has inflicted. Today, I want to check out an article that came out of the Daily Wire. Instagram removes Pornhub account following mounting evidence of alleged criminality. So let's take a look at this together. All right. Instagram has removed Pornhub's account on the social media platform following mounting evidence of alleged criminality stacked against the online adult entertainment company. The National Center on Sexual Exploitation, by the way, NCOSE is an amazing organization which you need to check out. They've done a lot of great work. They're why Marriott hotels and other hotels got rid of porn altogether. They're why Starbucks and McDonald's started filtering their Wi-Fi. They did a really good job. Dawn Hawkins, CEO of NCOSE, which has been exposing links between all forms of sexual exploitation and the public health harms of pornography since 1962, said Instagram made the right move by suspending Pornhub from its platform. It's amazing, isn't it, that people get suspended for much less, but it's taken them this long to ban Pornhub for violating its community standards given the increasing reports of Pornhub hosting child sexual abuse material, sex trafficking, filmed rape, and non-consensual videos and images. This is an argument I'll often make to people who are skeptical that pornography is immoral. And they're not willing to go with me all the way and say that it's evil. I'll say to them, if you found out that 5% of a particular product from a particular company was made in sweatshops in wherever, Bangladesh or China, wouldn't you think that would be a good enough reason to boycott that company? And they'll often say yes. I'm like, okay, we've got way more evidence that all sorts of non-consensual things and abuse takes place in pornography. You know, when you watch pornography, you actually don't know what you're watching. You know, you should think before you consume. Now, of course, I'm offering a sort of low bar argument. I'm of the opinion because I think it's correct, that pornography in all forms, no matter how often you consume it, is something you should never do, that it's always wrong. But it's a nice way to kind of get your foot in the door when chatting with somebody who, is okay with porn per se. Instagram served as a distribution partner with this criminal enterprise, helping to push millions to their website, including children, Hawkins said. First of all, go Dawn. She's an amazing woman. I know her personally. She does not back down. She's like a dog with a bone. I love how she put that. They basically partnered with Pornhub in allowing Pornhub to stay on their platform. And as she said, they pushed millions to their website, including children. So shame on Instagram. Pornhub had over 13 million followers on Instagram before the social media platform shut down the account. While the account shared non-pornographic images and videos, Hawkins said it allegedly posted and promoted sexually graphic, pornographic content while encouraging its audience through videos like next career goal to become a performer. Hawkins, who accused Instagram of endorsing the online adult, it's problematic to call pornography adult, isn't it? It's actually childish in the highest degree to have no self-control and to not understand how the sexual act works and how you ought to engage in it. But we need this propaganda to push through the sexual revolution's bullet points, I guess, Okay, but fair enough, let's just read it as it is. Online adult, let's do scare quotes, entertainment giant by verifying the page with a blue check despite alleged evidence of illegal activity against children and adults. Applauded the social media platform for taking down the site's account on its platform. So, better late than, ooh, sorry about that. Something terrible has happened. Better late than never. Woo, there we go, that's much better. Instagram is courageously choosing to stop partnering with Pornhub. First, again, two things are really great here. When anyone makes a good decision, we should praise them for it, but we shouldn't let them off the hook. I mean, it is a shameful thing to partner with a pornographic company. So shame on Instagram, and good for you for learning your lesson. Now let's keep moving forward, right? So she says Instagram is courageously choosing to stop partnering with Pornhub, and that is what they did. And it's time for all corporate entities to follow its example. See, this is really good. When big companies like Meta disassociate from people who wish to be perceived as mainstream, Pornhub, it gives other companies the courage to do similar things. Variety reports that Instagram's parent company, Meta, did not respond to a request for comment. Pornhub has recently come under fire after both Visa and MasterCard cut off payment privileges with MindGeek, the site's parent company and its advertising arm Traffic Junkie. The move from the payment processing companies followed a federal judge ruling last month that it was reasonable to conclude Visa knowingly intended to help monetize child pornography on Pornhub and other sites operated by MindGeek in this lawsuit. Plaintiff Serena Fleites filed the lawsuit last year alleging MindGeek violated federal sex trafficking and child pornography laws. Such violations led credit card companies like Visa and MasterCard to suspend. Woo! Good for them. I mean, good for them because they were forced, but this is a good thing that we can celebrate. To suspend processing payments on Pornhub following a New York Times report revealing illegal content on its website. This person alleges a former boyfriend pressured her into making a sexually explicit video and uploaded it to Pornhub without her knowledge or consent when she was 13 years old. God have mercy. The video garnered millions of views and spiraled the plaintiff's life out of control. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ, I ask your blessing upon Serena. I ask that you would untwist the lies that she's believed, that you would untwist the distortions that have been foisted upon her. I pray that she would come to know herself as a beloved daughter of God, and that you would remove all shame and bring healing into her life. Amen. A Visa spokesperson said the company condemns sex trafficking, sexual exploitation, and child abuse materials as repugnant to our values. Well, that's good. And purpose as a company. That's nice. Adding that the pre-trial ruling mischaracterized Visa's role, policies, and practices. MindGeek said in a previous statement reported by the Daily Wire that it has zero tolerance for the posting of illegal content. Shut up, MindGeek. You're disgusting. But, okay. Any insinuation that MindGeek does not take the elimination of illegal material seriously is categorically false. If you're interested, I have a whole article in my book, The Porn Myth, which you can get on Audible or Amazon, that delves into the fact that pornography propagates and in many instances is itself instances of sexual trafficking. So go there if you want to learn more of my opinion on this. MindGeek also claims to have banned uploads from anyone who has not submitted government-issued identification that passed a third-party verification while eliminating the ability to download free content. The founder and CEO of Justice Defense Fund, a nonprofit that has opposed Pornhub since it has been accused of having ties with the sex trafficking of minors, also hailed Instagram's move as the right decision. It is worth remembering, this person said, that it's illegal in the United States, according to the Trafficking Victims Protection Act, to knowingly benefit from sex trafficking venture. Yeah, that is worth noting. It's also worth noting that according to US law, pornography, right, the distribution of pornography is illegal. Did you know that? Again, get my book, because it is. But it's just the laws aren't being enforced. Instagram joins Visa, MasterCard, Discover, PayPal, Grant Thornton, Heinz, yada yada. This is cool. Roku, and many other companies in rejecting to do business with Pornhub. Take that, Pornhub. Let's hope that more people follow suit. Absolutely. Let's hope that more people follow suit. Yeah. You know, I was at a arcade game store the other day playing pinball machines with my son and his friend. And it occurred to me that it feels like the height, maybe I'm wrong in this, okay? I'm just thinking out loud, but like the height of sexual exploitation in the public domain maybe peaked in the 80s. There was so much sexual propaganda being pushed on everybody. Here's an instance of that. I don't know when Ghostbusters came out. Was that in the 90s, the first Ghostbusters? And maybe you've seen that movie and maybe you've got fond memories of it. I did until I tried to re-watch it. And guess what happened within the first, I don't know, 20 minutes of the show? You have one of the Ghostbusters, who is a university professor, trying to coax a university student into giving him oral sex by lying to her and by manipulating her. I could not believe it when I watched it. I thought this is disgusting. And what I realized is, even though our culture hasn't received the gospel as it pertains to human sexuality, and it needs to if it wants to survive, we need to if we want to survive, there have been some advances made. I cannot imagine a mainstream movie trying something like that today. So even though there's much to criticize in the culture and in television and movies today, certainly there is. I think in some ways we are making strides. If you want to do something about this, maybe make a post on Instagram thanking them for blocking Pornhub. I think it's really important that we support companies when they make the right decision. I'll give you an example. Several years ago, is it Blogger? I think Google had that platform. I believe it was called Blogger. People posted blogs on them. And they made a decision, if memory serves, correct me if you think I'm wrong here, but this is how I remember it, to take down all pornographic content on Blogger. And they were in the process of doing that when Pornhub and co. Made a big stink about it, and they actually backtracked on that decision. So just because this decision has been made by Instagram to cease partnering with Pornhub, and that really is how we should put it, it doesn't mean they won't go back on that. So it's really important that if you agree with this decision, that you make your voice heard. All right, listen, we've got a ton of great stuff coming up on this channel, some great interviews coming up with neurosurgeons and psychologists. We've got personal stories every month that are really beautifully shot. We would love you to subscribe to this channel and click that bell button. That way you'll be notified whenever we put out new content. God bless.